The scholarships next year will be Ace Baldwin, Nick Kern, Zach Hicks, Puff Johnson, DeMarco Dunn, Demetrius Lilly, Jameel Brown, Miles Goodman, Dominic Stewart, Javin Carter, Hudson Ward. And you notice I might have not said some guys. That would be because the transfer portal just opened. Bragi Gudmunsson, Favor Aire, and Clary are all in the portal. The Clary one, he was already dismissed, so that was a given. I'm not sure anybody expected him to return to Penn State. It was obvious he was transferring. Gudmunsson, yeah, it makes sense. This team is kind of loaded with guards, especially with DeMarco Dunn and Jameel Brown. Both probably coming off the bench at certain points next season. And then with Stewart and Carter both coming in, it would have been tough to see Gudmunsson getting any playing time. And then with Aire, as much as I love Favor Aire, I talked about him so many times on this show throughout the season. I love his athleticism. What he can do at 7 feet tall is ridiculous. He just wasn't really able to put it all together on the floor. And hopefully he can find somewhere else that he can figure it out, because he can be an incredible basketball player if he does. But with Miles Goodman coming in and Demetrius Lilly securely having either the 1 or 2 spot at the 5, basically it'll be kind of a 1A, 1B between Lilly and Goodman, I expect. I know Lilly will have the experience and the edge in that regard, but Goodman is the second best Penn State basketball recruit of all time. It's like when Jai came in. It's like, yeah, he's a freshman and he's inexperienced and it's obvious he needs to learn some things, but he's so talented, he's going to be our starter. It's a little different because when Jai came in with Shrewsbury didn't have anybody as center. This year we have Lilly, and I actually think we could get somebody from the transfer portal. I think Amari Williams from Drexel, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in the Colonial. Does that sound like a Mike Rhoades player to you? Yeah, it sounds like a Mike Rhoades player to you. I think Amari Williams would be a perfect fit for Penn State, and he's in the transfer portal, an elite player from Drexel. It's the way he plays. Feels like a smoother, more defensive Qudus Wahab, if that makes sense. I'm not going to name drop too many guys yet because there's not very many details on the transfer portal yet, but we have 2 open scholarships as of right now. And with Goodman and Lilly, you might want to grab a transfer portal guy like Williams, who would be a grad transfer, who'd be here for 1 year, like Wahab, and he can come in and Lilly, I don't know if he's ready to be a starter yet. And obviously Goodman, no matter how talented he is, he's going to be a true freshman. And in the Big Ten, you don't want a true freshman center. That's just how it is. Especially with Rhoades' system where you need a true rim protector. Williams averaged 1.8 blocks per game this season at Drexel. That's what Khalil Ware averaged. That's what Julian Reese averaged at Maryland. If this guy can, get similar numbers that he's getting at Drexel in the Big Ten, which obviously he's not getting similar scoring numbers, but defensively, I think he can match up with anybody in this conference. Yep, and then aside from another center, you might want to pick up just another versatile guard. I saw somebody on Twitter saying we need another Cam Winner. Yeah, exactly. If we can find another Cam Winner somewhere, that'd be great. Somebody who can shoot off the bench, somebody who can just provide a spark. He can play shooting guard, he can play point guard, it doesn't matter. Somebody who's versatile, who's willing to come off the bench, maybe get 15, 16 minutes a game at the most. I think we just need another guard. I don't feel comfortable with Ace Baldwin playing 40 minutes a game the entire season. Obviously, in some important games, he'll need to play 40 minutes, but we don't have another true point guard on the roster other than Ace Baldwin right now. I know Dom, Stewart, Javon Carter are coming in. They could play point. I know Jamil Brown and DeMarco Dunn could play point. But I think if we have another guy who can come in, an experienced guard, and who could just play point guard for a few minutes while Baldwin's out, I think that would be a good fit as well.